The purpose of this video is to explain how our class works. Our classroom is a part of the Modern Classrooms project. It seeks to combine these three components: blended instruction, self-paced structure, and mastery-based grading. Blended just means that I'll be delivering the new content through videos that I create. Self-paced means you'll take as much or as little time you need to master each objective. And mastery-based grading just means that you won't be able to move on to the next objective until you prove that you've mastered your current objective. Now, I will house all of my blended instruction videos on a website that we'll use throughout the year called Edpuzzle. This year, we're going to split up our curriculum into weekly units. Everything will become available to you Monday morning at 8, and everything will usually be due Sunday by midnight. This will be all your assignments for a typical week. You'll have an instructional video or multiple videos. You'll have a reading, an assignment, discussion board question, mastery check, which is a quiz to determine whether you mastered your objective. You'll have some type of review or project, and then a reflection. This slide is pretty self-explanatory, but in order to be successful in this class, you're going to want to do a little bit of work each day instead of waiting to do everything on Sunday. Here's a typical breakdown of a week, a way you could break down your assignments. On Monday, your attendance will be based on whether you watch the instructional videos. Tuesday, you could do the reading. Wednesday, you could do the assignment, so on and so forth. Here are some things to keep in mind if you want to be successful in this class. Collaborate and help your classmates. Complete your work on time and to the best of your ability. Get help when you need it. Make sure to email me and come to my office hours. These are my promises to you, if you would. Provide feedback on assignments that you turned in. Respond to emails within 48 hours. Update grades weekly and communicate grades. And work really, really hard if you get into the D or F range. Hopefully, we'll keep that from happening. Here we have our three grading categories. Asynchronous grading, that's going to be your Monday activities. This will make up 10% of your grade. Then you have your formative assessments, which are going to be quizzes, assignments, discussion board, and then tasks we do in class. And then finally, you're going to have your summative assessments, which are your tests and projects. Now, these two categories actually make up, if you do a calculation, 100% minus 10%, these two categories actually make up 90% of your grade. Here are some general West Potomac synchronous work learning expectations. Make sure you're finishing your assignments, speaking up in class, contacting your teacher through email, and participating in office hours. Have your camera on if you feel comfortable. Also, participate during class in small group. It helps a lot, and it makes the class more engaging when people are communicating and collaborating. So a typical day of synchronous class, that is when we meet in person, will consist of a community builder, warm-up, interactive lesson, time for independent practice and ask questions, and then a summary or reflection of students' learning. Normally for us, the summary and reflection is going to be the mastery check and the discussion board. Again, asynchronous work is work you're going to complete on Mondays. That's, again, only 10% of your grade. It could be anything I assign for Monday. Normally, it's going to be the videos, and you will be able to always access your learning materials through Google Classroom. This year at West Potomac, we're on a rolling grade book, which means that the grade you end the first quarter with is the grade you start the second quarter with. You don't just start the second quarter with an A because it's a new quarter. But in our class, you'll have multiple attempts to demonstrate mastery. You'll be expected to master each skill before you move on to the next. And you will reach mastery on the mastery checks before being allowed to take the unit test or do the project at the end of the unit. You'll have multiple reassessment opportunities, and they'll vary. I might just have a one-on-one with you. You might just be able to retake an assignment. So all that will be dependent on your individual needs. if you want to do a reassessment, that is retaking a test or a formative assessment or submitting a project, the number one thing I would recommend is that you meet with me during office hours or during S period so that we can talk about the misunderstandings. That way we can clear everything up before you do the reassessment, and that will cut down on you falling behind or feeling like you have too much work to catch up on. So this slide just explains a little bit more about the rolling grade book. The quarter grades are not averaged together. The grades are accumulated throughout the year. So again, whatever you end the first quarter with is what you'll start the second quarter with. Also, there will be a final exam or project, which will make up 10% of your final grade. And quarters 1 through 4 will make up 90% of your total grade.